So let's just start off with some normal driving. Nothing crazy. Roll these windows up because we don't want any outside noise. Alright. So first we want to just kind of see if I have any noise, if I can hear anything at all. Alright, so I don't hear anything yet. Normal driving, we have to have some highway driving, stop and go driving. So we're going to do a whole salad of driving styles. And we're going to see how the shifting, if there's any advantage, any benefit, any additional crispness to the shifting. I hear nothing from anything, and there's no noise, so there's no noise, vibration, or harshness at all at these speeds. I'm going to have to get on the freeway and actually get some at highway speeds inputs, but at, what am I doing, 35, 40 miles an hour, I don't hear anything. Okay. Completely quiet. You'll have to hear the final answer from my wife, the sound specialist, hearing doctor and audiology extraordinaire, with her sensitive professional ears. She's the whole reason this journey began, because she was not happy with the small amount of noise, vibration. Okay, so now we're 55, 60 miles an hour. Quiet as a church mouse. I hear nothing. Nothing. Okay, there's small whine when I decelerate. And it sounds like it is. Let me see if I can do that again. Okay, so I'll let off the gas. Let me see if I can hear anything. Yeah, I almost thought that was bearings. So now I don't hear it. 60 miles an hour. Let me let it slow down. Yeah. So my next day, I'm gonna get on the freeway, I'm gonna go a little ways, and then I'm gonna have to put a camera under there to see if I can detect any movement that we might not be hearing anything, but I want to see if I've removed enough of the OEM movement. I don't want to remove it all. Otherwise, you're gonna have to have, solid metal bushings. But I want to remove most of it. I just want to see if the movement is reduced as much as I've calculated that it needs to be reduced, but still leave enough so the gears can mesh without getting stuck and jammed and whatnot. There's a lot of dynamics to how it shifts, to how the differential works. You want to have some movement, but not enough to allow the shear force across the bolts to turn into a bending moment and bend and break those and torque those bolts. Because when people say they need a stronger bolt, I want a better bolt, I want to upgrade my bolt. The bolt's job is not to resist the strain of the torque of the vehicle. The bolt is a fastener. The bolt is supposed to hold something together with a nut and bolt this way, not this way. So if you're trying to get a bigger bolt, you're trying to solve the problem the wrong way. It's not the bolt's job to do this. You don't need a bigger bolt. You need to remove that stress in bending moment off of the bolt. And that's why I tell people, you don't need a bigger bolt. OEM bolt is fine. It does the job that it's supposed to do if the system is designed correctly so that the stresses that do not belong on that bolt are not on that bolt, that are removed from the bolt. And that's what I try to help people understand when I tell them you don't need an upgraded bolt. That's the wrong approach and mindset in terms of the issue that we face with the bending and the breaking of our bolts is because we're putting the wrong stresses on them in the wrong area of the bolt. We're putting stresses on it laterally when the bolt stress should only be in tension or compression as a fastener. It's not the bolt's job to resist the torque of the engine. So even when you get a bigger bolt, they still break. They still bend. So I don't hear anything. So I'm going to have to now put a camera under there, and then I'm going to analyze the movements and stuff, and I'll report to you guys. I'm going to get on the freeway too. I was going to get on the freeway. Let me do that now. I'm going to switch over and see if I can get over safely and get on the freeway because I want a highway speed like 70-ish, 75. I want to get that under my belt. So let's change lanes now. And cue music. Yes, I am confident. Alright, that's really okay. So I think that's normal. I don't think that's the bushing. I think that might be a little bit of road noise and a little bit of gears. When I see if I can. Alright, that's nice. So we're going to get on the freeway now. I don't want to get hit by this semi truck next to me here. There we go, Mr. Blue Truck. Let me get in front of him. Hopefully he doesn't get upset. Alright, 65. A lot of traffic today. Okay, so on the freeway, highway speed, I'm going out of town. I don't hear anything. So that's great. I mean, the reason I was concerned about the possibility of sound is because the way I designed these bushings, they're semi-solid. When I say semi-solid, they are truly semi-solid. Not meaning like polyurethane bushings are softer, but they're still solid. They're a continuous material. These bushings have a special internal mesh design where they are truly semi-solid. They're not polyurethane, and they're not going to split or crack or chunk out like a polyurethane or a solid but less dense material will do over time. So because of that, I went with a higher durometer than normal. For example, when I say durometer, I'm referring to the hardness of the material, how hard, how strong the material is. Because I went with this mesh design, I added air gaps and air into the internal design of the bushings. Instead of going with, say, 70A durometer, which is what I have on my Porsche's motor mounts, and my transmission mounts are like 80 durometer. Okay, these bushings, I went with like 94, harder and stronger. And usually when you go that hard, that's like the hardness of a skateboard wheel. It's so hard you're going to get noise. There's almost no way around it. If you go that hard, yeah, you get the added strength, but you're going to get the noise. But I pulled a little trick on them, and I put a mesh in between, and now I have the hardness and the strength and no noise. I have a little whine, but I don't think it had anything to do. I think it was always there. I'm just hyper paying attention now. and I hear a little whoo when I slow down, when I decelerate. But normal driving, I hear absolutely nothing. It's just as quiet as Bolt Saver 2. Bolt Saver Plus, the two front bushings on the differential, I don't hear any more noise than with the Bolt Saver. And I know they're strong. Much stronger than OEM. So I'm happy so far. I want to check the movement, put a camera under there, and then I'll finish up and report what I find, and I'll let you guys know. So I'll pick this back up when I do the movement testing. All right, so before I do the movement testing, I want to try and really put some pressure on the bushings and let them, work them in real good. And of course, you guys know how we do that, right? No road test is complete without a launch, right? We've got to give it the beans. So let's see what happens. Let's give it a little bit of the beans right now. You know what to listen for. I mean, if you're confident in your bushings, you should be willing to give it the beans, right? So I'm going to give it the beans again, and then we're going to go in underneath with the camera. See if we can. Yeah, right. Okay, so now let me get underneath, see if there's been any movement. Put a camera on there and watch what happens when I drive and see what I can find. And hopefully the movement is within range of what I've calculated I want to see. If it is, I'm going to fully release Bolt Saver Plus for everyone to enjoy with confidence and not have to worry about it failing on you like OEM. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do the movement testing, and I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, so I finally got my car back, and listening to see if that sound that I was hearing is now gone. So we're doing test drive number 1, and so far sounds pretty good. Nice and quiet. Yeah, I don't hear anything.
All right, back in the car, checked for movement, no movement at all whatsoever. Normal driving, quiet as a church mouse, strong as an ox. When I let off the gas, I hear a very, very minor, just like a little whirring sound, kind of like the tire tread road noise. I think part of it is a tire tread, but it's so faint, I have a hard time making it out, and I'm not even sure that it's being caused by the bushings. It's just really, really faint. So I may just be hyper listening for just anything, but it sounds pretty much exactly the same way it did before we changed out the OEM bushing. And for the added strength and the no clunk, part of the no clunk is going to be the drive shaft winds adhesive job I did. But I hear no noise from the drive shaft support carrier. I hear no noise from, of course, Bolt Saver 2 or Bolt Saver Plus. And I think I might be hearing a very, very slight whirring sound on deceleration at a certain speed. You have to be going like 40. Let me see. See, I can't hear it right now, but it's negligible. I can't even detect it hardly, but I just want to fully disclose. But I am happy with it, and I will be shipping out all of the guys' orders tomorrow. So I've already placed a bunch of orders. I got a stack of them in there. Those are going out. Anybody else who wants to place orders, fully released. I am happy with where it is. She's happy with where it is. She was the original reason we did this, because she didn't like the noise of another bushing that we installed. So all in all, we're done with our testing. I'm happy with the results, and I got a bunch of other videos coming out. In addition to this video, though, for the X3M, we're going to do a bunch of DIYs for the Bolt Saver Plus, Bolt Saver for transfer case, and for the JXB. And I'm going to be doing a bunch of more videos for the Porsche. Porsche guys have been very patient. A lot of you guys watch the BMW videos too. Some of you guys have X3M and a Porsche, like me. But I haven't forgotten about the camshaft persistence video. It's done. I need to edit it. It's coming out too. Once I get through all these BMW and these Porsche videos, I'm going to be shifting gears for those who like to watch normally, and I'm going to be doing a series on solar. And let me tell you, it's a story to be told. I've been going through a process for the last over a year now with my local building department, getting permits for my on-ground solar system with batteries. They don't like it when you have batteries, and they doubly don't like it if you have batteries inside. I ultimately had to take the batteries outdoors and build a little structure for them. So anyway, we're going to be shifting from cars to solar for a while, and just want to let you guys know, give you guys a heads up on that. And Bolt Saver is fully released. All kits are fully released. I'm happy with them. They're coming out, and hope you like them. So if you do and you want to help me, post your opinion, because I think they're going to be really good for track guys. They're strong, much stronger than OEM, much stronger than OEM. And for the amount of strength, if there is some small amount of noise, which I don't hear anything, but if somebody does find a way to hear something, for the amount of strength and not having to change them again that you get, in my opinion, it'd be worth it. It's worth it for me. It's worth it to keep my wife happy. I'm trying to keep you guys happy too. So there you have it. So thanks for watching, and have a good day.